Hello Aquarius, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting on a romantic level, what it is that they are feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And do keep in mind that I am only channeling my higher intuitive self. I am not channeling or getting the help of any spirit, positive or negative, for this particular reading. At the end, however, I do channel the angels, Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. So just wanted to let you all know that. Some of you may have been in a relationship with this person. The relationship may no longer be the way it used to be. You may have broken up. For others of you, this may be a situationship. A lot is going on. There's a lot of drama here. These cards are very emotional. So, oh wow, yep, grief. So with the intensity of these cards, Aquarius, you may feel as though you are the one who is going through this as well. You may feel this. So do keep in mind that I only pick the top cards that come out. I don't pick the cards that come underneath. Like I said, it's not spirit giving these messages. I don't have any spirit in my particular area of work. I have packages to help get rid of negative spirits. All right. There's a lot going on here, and the heart feels heavy. There's heaviness here where so much has happened that it's hard to go back. It's been a very rough ride. Here we have crisis, followed by death and rebirth. Then we have creativity, wild woman, deceit, hearth and home, grief, illusion, crossroads, embracing the shadow. And then the overall arching theme under the bottom of the deck we have is compassion. Not a lot of happy-go-lucky cards here, but these are feelings and emotions that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently, towards a situation. Some of you may resonate with these as your own feelings and emotions. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Aquarius, so much has happened in this connection between you and I. And I have realized now that there are these feelings and emotions that have erupted into my life because of you. And the feelings that I have now are very overwhelming. I feel overwhelmed. So many feelings and emotions are going through me that I am unable to sort things out. It is difficult for me to put things into perspective. And so, with all of this confusion inside of me, I decide to stay still. I don't make any move. I don't change anything. I also feel that so many things that happened before, long ago in this connection. Things were very rough back then. The road was very bumpy. And certain things happened that should not have happened. And all I realize now is that I want a second chance. I want to be that person that can go back and learn from those mistakes and start something new. This is why I want to have a rebirth of this connection, so that going forward things can be more smooth, much better than what they were before. I also feel that in this connection, there's a sense of creativity. I want to create something in this connection, something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see, something we both can be proud of. And I also feel that the type of person I am, I have always had this way of not expressing and telling you the whole truth. I have left out pieces of information sometimes, but does that mean I have lied? Does that make me someone who has not told you the truth? If I give you paragraphs and paragraphs of information, but I leave out a sentence or two, by omitting that information, does that mean that I'm lying? I also feel that in this connection, you are my hearth and home. Everything that has happened, everything that I say, you have always been able to hear me through and accept me with open arms. You don't really judge me. You don't hold that against me. Everything that has ever happened has been full of acceptance and understanding and unconditional love that I sense from you. Ever since the time I felt lost, I've always known that you are that one person who I can call home. You are my hearth and home. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. But now so much has happened, I also grieve. I feel like what I did was so terrible. There's a sense of guilt, remorse, and regret, a sense of sadness and melancholy. I feel as though I'm being punished. I feel as though I'm losing you. You have been that bright star that shines in the sky. But one day, if and when you're gone, or if you leave me, then all of that fades away forever. But these feelings that I have of guilt, remorse, and regret, I hide these feelings from you. I pretend as if that doesn't exist, because I am embarrassed for what I have done. I do hide behind a false mask, behind a veil, behind certain things that have happened, and yet I pretend as if everything's okay. I'm now at a crossroads. I've decided that it's time for me to make a decision. It's time for me to make a choice. What should I do? Where should I go? But even making this decision for me right now is very awkward. The connection between us has now become extremely awkward. You saw a side of me that you really should not have seen. That impulsive side, compulsive and aggressive side. And that is my dark side. And I want you, and I would hope that you would be able to embrace that side of me as well, because that is a part of who I am. Embracing that shadow side creates a lot of awkwardness, though. And the environment right now is very uncomfortable. I also feel that in this connection, there is a sense of compassion. And I understand what I have done. You had your own problems before you met me. And I put you into a situation that made things okay for a while, but made things even worse afterwards. And so I do have compassion, empathy for what you are going through and what you have gone through, what you're still going through. I know I'm the one responsible for this. And I do feel and understand your position. Had you not met me, things would have been different. All right, Aquarius. A lot of melancholy, very sad and dark, dreary skies, cloudy days, gray clouds. That's what I'm sensing. Like there's no sunshine in this person's life. Right now, at least. Some of you may be feeling like this as well. This could be interpreted the other way too, because the feelings are extremely intense. And the reason for that is because we also exchange energy. We can pick up on the other person's energy. We also mirror the other person as well. So mirroring is very common. And for that reason, we are kind of exchanging, intermingling with the other person's energy. All right. I'm going to have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. So let's have a look to see exactly what it is that happened in the first place that caused this problem. So part of this will be some of the reasoning behind why this person behaved the way that they did, why things started to go downhill in this connection. First, it would have been okay, but then something happened. So I'm going to look into what was that thing that happened. Oh my goodness. Temptation happened. Oh my God. And then you have love. But remember, these are the reverse. These are not good. Oh my gosh. Warning, warning. That's what it's like. All right, let's have a look at temptation. Temptation talks about how this person was suffering at some point with inner turmoil and obsession. Obsessing over you. They were obsessing over you. They were tempted by forces that they could not control, and there was obsession in the form of envy. You, Aquarius, may have been with somebody, or you may have had other suitors. You may have had other people that are interested in you. It could be a third-party situation. either way, this person knew that you are a catch and that other people also have their eye on you. Even if you don't, this is how this person perceives you. The problem here is that they were extremely, extremely sexually attracted to you and almost sexually addicted to you. Here we also have sensual desires, the need to be controlling. Now what they were trying to do, Aquarius, is trying to find freedom from this temptation that they had. They wanted to experience the envy of others. And they wanted to transform the weakness of this obsession into a strength. They simply wanted to turn their weakness into a strength. Because the obsession started to take over. That is why, Aquarius, the first card was the strongest. You had the feeling of being overwhelmed. So this person was extremely overwhelmed, and all of their emotions were like, I see a tornado in my mind's eye right now. It's like everything was whirling around. Everything was just whirling. Everything was happening all at once. So it was extremely overwhelming, the connection that they had with you, or that they still have with you. It's too much for the senses. Here we also have love. Now, for some of you, you may want to go to my other channel as well, Asnointia Audio. And I have a video there called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. You will definitely resonate with that if this particular portion of the reading is resonating with you. So you will probably learn a bit more about that crazy passionate connection on the other channel. It's called Asnointia Audio. All right, so we have here also the card Love. So this traditionally speaks about love, harmony, passion, and sensuality. However, because we are looking at the reverse, what this talks about is how this person was feeling unworthy of love. They were manipulating others with sexuality, and there was a sense of immaturity and irresponsibility when it came to love relationships. There was also a sense here of game playing. So, Aquarius, first off, what happened in this connection that really started to turn the connection sour was the fact that there was a sense of manipulation, unworthiness, being unworthy of love. Why? Because the person was simply addicted to sex. So they felt unworthy of emotions, but they felt worthy of physical. So that's what they thought. Now, they also have here, they've written manipulating others with sexuality. So they also know that they were manipulating you sexually. But the problem is, this is exactly why things started to dawn on them that they are using you. And so for this reason, they started to feel unworthy of the love that you were giving. And therefore, Aquarius, they were rejecting you. Because all they wanted was the physical aspect. They did not want the love aspect. You may have been ready for this. They were not spiritually, emotionally, and physically ready for an actual relationship the way that you wanted. Now, here we also have immaturity and irresponsibility in love relationships. So they were immature and they were irresponsible. Why? Because they've never moved beyond the physical. Just having intimacy, being close to the person sexually, that is not enough to maintain and to sustain this type of connection. You have to have the emotional aspect. This person was not the type of person that had the maturity or that sense of responsibility. Ultimately, this card again talks about playing games. The person was a player. Some of you may have felt that you were stuck in a relationship where the person was a player. So that does create a lot of problems. That's creating a lot of friction and misunderstandings. So some of you may resonate with this, Aquarius. It's very detailed. For me, I feel that this is very on point. Let me know in the comments below if any of you resonate with this one. Because I do sense that there is like a lot of physical in this connection from their side. and you wanted more emotional, but that just didn't work out. All right. So that's something that caused the problem. They were just focused on more of the physical. All right, let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot deck. We have here the Five of Swords, followed by the Three of Wands. These are any actions, intentions, or plans that this person may have towards you. The Six of Swords is here. Like I mentioned, I only picked the top first card because it has the most amount of energy, but for those of you that are interested, there's Chariot, and then we have the Three of Cups. And remember, I don't have any spirit here, good or bad, that is allowing me to do this. This is my energy coming through. There you go. Ten of Swords. The two that were under that, the Magician and the Three of Pentacles. There you go. Meant to come out again. Chariot. All right. This is a whole lot of struggle. Oh my goodness. Do you see these cards? Look at how strange they look. They don't look good at all. Five of Swords here does talk about ego-oriented competition. This person realizes that they do want you, but they also realize that there's going to be a lot of competition involved and a battle of the egos, your ego versus their ego. But in addition to that, what they're also feeling is that a lot of time has passed by, a lot of things have happened, and what they wanted to do is basically have victory and have you in their life. They feel that you have other people that may want you and desire you. Out of that competition, they want to be the one that wins you, wins your heart. In addition to that, there is going to be some type of interference as well, or it could be an or, you might get interference from other people in this particular connection. And unfortunately, the interference will be from people that this individual trusts. We also have here the Three of Wands. A lot has happened in their life, and they will be waiting for the right time. They'll know it when they see it. They don't see it yet. They don't see that time, that opportunity, that point where they're going to be making a difference. They don't see that yet, but they're waiting for the right time to change things. We also have here how this individual has really just kind of had enough of the situation. And with the Six of Swords, this person wants to move on. They want to move on in life. They don't like these rough waters. They don't like this hurricane kind of feeling. They want things to be settled. They want the dust to settle. And for that reason, these stormy waters, they need to be calm. So they're moving towards calmer waters, meaning they're moving far away from you because they don't want to deal with the situation anymore. We also have here the Ten of Swords. At some point in time, this person left and there was distance between the both of you. Now what happened was that when they left, they tried to see, was the grass greener on the other side? Answer, no, it was not. So what happened was they came crawling back. But by the time they came crawling back, they had 10 swords in their back. And so they are gone. They are face down in the grass with no hope, no desire to move on. But they just know that I just need to take some time out, and then one day, soon, I will rise up again, and I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. That's what they're feeling. But they're not going to make a move right now. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, everything that's surrounding this individual and their mindset. Here we have the Chariot card. The Chariot card does talk about how there's this desire to rush into a situation, to not waste any more time, to make that decision. You remember you had the Crossroads card, right? Crossroads does talk about choices, decisions. So again, this person is in the middle of making a decision. Now, what I also see is that they do wish to be with you, but the problem is that so much has happened in their life. They need to kind of like get into hermit mode right now. It's the type of cards we have here are, this individual is trying to avoid the situation and not deal with it, but they're not really doing anything to fix it or to deal with it. They haven't like grieved. They haven't taken a step forward. We don't have any cards that talk about taking any action or coming towards you. So you can't do that unless the person themselves has had a moment of self-reflection. So if the Hermit card was here, that'd be great. There's a few other cards that could have shown up and it would have showed me that, okay, this person wants to make a difference. They want to change themselves first, and then they change, and then they make a move towards you. But you see, Aquarius, those 2 or 3 stages, that takes time. Right now, they haven't even reached the first stage where they want to change themselves. That is the problem here. If some of you wish to be with this individual, it is going to take a while. Why? Because this person needs to actually focus on themselves, figure out themselves, what is love? Do I want love? And after that, they will discover who they are and they'll know what they want. And after they discover all of that, that's when they will start to realize your value and your worth. And that's a long time from now. I know it's not what you wanted to hear, but this person needs time to reflect on themselves. They need to give themselves some classes. This is what it is. They need some self-reflection, self-isolation. They need to be in the hermit mode. They need to start noting things down. Why do I behave like this? Why do I do this to people? Why did I do this to Aquarius? How can I fix this? This is what they need to do. But these cards indicate that they haven't even gotten to that part yet where it talks about self-reflection. So remember, Aquarius, that from my experience in these types of readings, I have seen that there are a few stages. One of the stages is initially looking within yourself, not you, the other person, looking within themselves. Who are they? What are they? How are they going to fix this? What's wrong with them? What's holding them back? And after they've discovered themselves, after that, that is when they are ready to start planning how to reach out to you. This person has not gotten to that stage yet. They still need to decide on what they want to do in their own life, with their own life first. All right. So let's have a look what the angels have to say about this. Just going to do a quick prayer. Okay. Get more information is the first card, the strongest. Okay. Within the next few weeks, then we have forgiveness. Followed by reconsider. of opportunity. Followed by look for a sign. Ooh, now we have let go. Okay. Perfect timing under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. So, Aquarius, the angels are concerned. They're always concerned. But in your case, they're especially concerned. What they want you to do is get more information about relationships, about red flags. Get more information about how to communicate better. There's certain things about this connection, there's certain things about this person that you just don't know. That is the only reason why this card came up. Getting more information means you have less information. So there's something here that at some point in time within the next few weeks or months, you are going to realize or learn. There's going to be something that you're going to learn. You're going to gain this knowledge. And forgiveness is going to happen. If you want this connection to work, forgiving the other person is something that will be in the benefit of both parties. This will be something that is karmically a good gesture. Karmically, we can't sometimes forget, but it is also good to forgive. I've explained quite a few times in my videos where I talk about how negative energy revolves around us a lot. And I have packages that help you get rid of negative energies. But forgiveness, by not forgiving somebody, holding a grudge, it's kind of like a negative energy bubble that orbits around and revolves around us, our aura. Wherever we go, that bubble always stays. It lingers on, and it simply drains us because we worry about it, because we have a grudge. How about we let go of that? Let it go. It's best to let go of that, and the easiest way of doing it is to have compassion. The best way is to be the bigger person. How? That person just doesn't know any better. I have compassion for them because they are just that dumb. You can use that. You can think of it that way. They just don't have the knowledge. They're just that dumb. Some people are. And the dumbness doesn't come from actually being dumb, but it comes from ignorance, usually. But some people are just naive and some are inexperienced. And I mean, dumb is a very bad word to use, but some of you would want to use that word, I know. This person just doesn't get it. But is that your fault or their fault? It's nobody's fault. It's just the way it is. And so it's best to forgive somebody because they just can't help it. You can't change them. They sometimes can't change themselves either. They need a trigger. They need something to change in their life so that they can change themselves. This is why forgiving somebody is much more easier, because that negative energy bubble will no longer be orbiting around you. And you can finally let go of that weight that was on your shoulders. And you can finally move on. Never forget what happened, because then you will make the same mistake. But do remember the experience so that you can learn from it. Forgiveness is hard, but it's important to forgive so that you can move on and you can focus on other important things and not have that piece of negative energy around you. They're asking you to reconsider what it is that you are going to say and do in regards to this person. Something is going to happen where you get information where you will be thinking twice about any action or any words that you were going to say. Eventually, you are going to be receiving some type of opportunity. The opportunity that you're going to receive could literally be abundance, or it could be an opportunity in regards to a connection. They're also saying here, look for a sign. This could be a sign of somebody wanting to reach out, maybe an old flame, maybe a friend, you know, somebody that you haven't heard from, or maybe somebody who wants to take you out for coffee and you're wondering, oh, well, we're just friends. Well, maybe they have something else on their mind. There's going to be an opportunity. So it's important to keep an open mind and an open heart for that, and to accept that which comes to you. We also have here the last card, let go. So let go of your fears, of the grudge, of the anger. Let go of the beliefs that you've had that keep causing a problem in this connection. The repetitive behavior, any type of addictions, let go of that. Because these are the things that are causing problems in your life, with this person in particular. Sometimes you have to let go of that person altogether, because looking for a sign might also be red flags. Whatever happens, Aquarius, it's going to happen in divine timing. You will not know when this is going to happen, but I can tell you this is going to take quite some time. It may take months. It could possibly take years. Because any type of change that's going to occur in this person, it has to happen to them first, and after them, then comes you. So remember, like I said, they haven't even started with themselves. So they have to start with themselves, and then they start with you. So I do see that there's going to be an opportunity. You're going to have to get more information. There's some type of decision that you're going to make, and you're going to have to reconsider what it is that you're going to say and do. Either way, you are going to be receiving an opportunity. It is important to forgive, and it's important to also let go. Aquarius, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do pardon me for saying the word dumb. I don't mean to call people dumb. Nobody does anything like that on purpose. Nobody ever does things like that on purpose. It's just that people do have certain behaviors that they repeat, even after you've told them not to do that, right? And that is just their personality. And we categorize it as certain words, which I shouldn't have used. So I am sorry. I didn't like saying that, actually. But it appears that no matter what you say, sometimes it's as if you're talking to a brick wall. It just doesn't go through to this person. No matter what you've said, no matter what you've done, no matter what you've ever done for this person over the years, the months, whatever, it's just like it's never enough. And that's what's frustrating, because I feel the frustration here in this reading, that you have done a lot, and they just never really saw the true you. All they ever saw was that physical side, and that's all they ever wanted. That's what it seems like. Let me know, Aquarius, in the comments below, if any of this resonated. Hopefully some of you were able to get some clarity, some guidance from the situation. I will try to make more videos on my other channel as well. There's a lot of topics now that I've thought about, so hopefully soon, fingers crossed, I'll be able to upload something there as well. All right then. You all take care, stay safe, and thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all of your support and your encouragement. It's been a great journey so far. I can't believe I have so many people that view this channel now. It's amazing. All right, guys, you all take care and stay safe. Bye now.